What's up?
Yeah.
What's up? It's your boy Ian Vaughn, and welcome to another episode of the Can We Talk R&B podcast. I am your R&B ambassador. So that means, my agenda, my job is to search for all the pressure cookers. You know what I mean? The R&B lovers, the R&B creators that's out here trying to push the envelope, make amazing music for the culture. And it's always near and dear to my heart when we have singer songwriters. They bring in the swag and just really talking to the ladies just the way we used to do it back in the day. You know what I'm saying? So I have a new artist that I want to introduce you guys to. Some of you guys may be very familiar with him. I was recently introduced to his music, and I'm floored and amazed and really just excited to introduce my brother Aaron Page to our audience. What's good, brother?
So what's going on, man? Thank you for the introduction, man. I appreciate it. That's definitely a
Nah,
lot of
man,
love,
it's
man.
all
But
good. It's all good.
yeah.
Like I just appreciate it. I think I mentioned a second ago to you. You know, R&B music for me. Again, I'm the R&B ambassador. I've been doing this for a long time as a singer
Yeah.
songwriter myself, and I just really appreciate when people are taking it serious and really putting in in terms of getting better at their craft. So let's let's
Yeah.
let's introduce the audience or the world to Aaron Page. What made you fall in love with R&B?
Dog, man, we
Come
gotta
on.
go way back. I was a little kid, man, from elementary school singing I Believe I Can Fly during
Yeah.
recess to summer camp singing Usher's You Remind Me on the
Wow.
lunch tables and all that. As a kid, really between my two oldest brothers, they really introduced me to music. And they were teenagers as I was
Yeah.
like a little kid. They're significantly older than me, so their impact, going through like the 2000s was really big to me. They were like my superheroes. So I looked up to everything they did, the way they dressed, what they listened to. And they were listening to a lot of R&B from Music Soul Child to Ryan Leslie,
Yeah.
Neo. So and Usher, that was really what I was around. Boys to Men. The list goes on and on. And so yeah, as a little kid, my oldest brother he sang in choir and in high school, and then my second oldest brother he was a DJ in college and whatnot, and he actually taught me about production and what it meant to actually like make beats and make music. And so I was just watching them as a kid, and as I just continued to learn what music was and fall in love with music and just hear these different sounds and genres, but R&B being my foundation. Then as I continued to get older, I went to this. My mother actually enrolled me and my siblings in the Music and
Wow.
Arts Academy in Connecticut. I'm originally from Connecticut. I'm a Houstonian. I've been here since 2012, so
Big
this is
time.
my home. But yeah, for sure. But yeah, so my mother enrolled us into this Music and Arts Academy. I was around 11 years old in Bridgeport, Connecticut. It's called Neighborhood Studios, and there we took. And my mother, she actually got a job there so that we could go there. I got a lot of siblings. I'm one of seven, and
Wow.
so yeah, it was just my mom.
Come
She's a
on.
single mother, so she's trying to keep us out of trouble and keep us, proactive instead of just doing
Absolutely.
whatever. Um, and so, shout out to her for
Man.
sure because she brought us to this Music and Arts Academy. She got a job there, so that way we could, figure out how to get some type of scholarship and to go to this place. And at this school, man, I just took every class you can think of, from theater to actual like art, painting, to drum, piano, music production. I was in a jazz ensemble.
Wow.
And so any and everything that I could get my hands on, I did. And I fell in love with art at this place. And that's when I can say, honestly, the more I talk about it, the more I really break down like my
Yeah.
childhood. Um, it really, that was the moment, that span of, I think it was about 3 years, was really when I found out kind of who I was and what I wanted out of life, which was music, which is
Man.
art. And I'm grateful that R&B has been such a staple in my life, because I don't know if it had been anything else would I be who I am. And I'm so happy to, I have found
Yeah.
who I am in
So what made you
space.
what made you
'Cause,
say
yeah,
I'm gonna do this for a living? Like this is what I want to do in a real way.
man. Man, I was so, like I said, I was in a school and I was just Actually, I was taking this music production course from a gentleman named Marcus Allen. He was working with Neo at the time. I believe it was on Year of the Gentleman. I could be mistaken, but Marcus Allen, great guy. He actually just recently
Mm,
passed. And he was teaching me about production, about song structure, about different instruments, and about how to hear and how to write a song and how to understand what
yeah.
you're talking about. Um, and he was teaching me about these things, and I was like 13 when we were making our first song. So I made my first song, and he looked at me after we recorded this song. It was a class of us. And he looked at me. He was like, "Man, he's like, you keep doing this, you're gonna be a beast." And I don't know. He always spoke life into me, and I love being in that space and being in that place because I was always a creative
Yeah.
kid, but I never really got to hone in until the gift until I was in this school and I was able to be around people that were like me and kids that were like me that had similar
Yeah.
interests. But yeah, honestly, the moments that I don't even want to say it was just a moment. It's probably like an era
Yeah.
of my life where I was like, man, this is what I want forever. It's just a feeling of creating and making music and hearing um, what I enjoyed. Hearing like, cause I would imitate a lot, and you get a lot of comparisons, but I feel like that's how you morph yourself and you evolve into what your sound is
No,
and who you
absolutely.
truly are. So I would listen and break down a lot of Ryan Leslie, a lot of Neo, even like Jamie Foxx, a whole lot of people. I would listen and break down
Yeah.
these sounds and just recreate and make my own
What when I oh,
music.
go ahead.
And
Go ahead.
so as a
Go ahead.
kid, no, no, I was saying as a kid, being able to recreate that feeling of hearing what hearing your final or it's like a sculptor finally seeing that final piece and like actually just I don't know it was a form of escapism. It's a level of dopamine that just releases in my mind hearing back the art that I created, and I
I love
keep
it, man.
chasing
I'm
that.
looking at your face and I see you light up when you talk about, you're thinking
Yeah,
about your creative process or just the journey that you've been on to become the artist you are. Those are some of the telltale
yeah,
signs that I can see, right? I'm like, okay, this guy loves it. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I think that's so important because, today, a lot of artists are just now making music because they have the ability to make music because it's easy on their computer. Back in the day,
yeah,
if
yeah,
you didn't have you couldn't do it like that. So back in the 90s and in the 2000s, we had to go to the studio to record projects. We had to really want to do it. We had to invest our
yeah,
time, invest our money. Um, in your generation, obviously you can pull out your laptop, pull out your microphone and get to it. Like talk about
yeah,
what inspires you, or not specifically inspires you, uh, based on what we just mentioned, but in terms of has inspired you to make the music that you're making right now. Like I'm listening to this new album, and
yeah,
you mentioned Ryan Leslie, you mentioned Neo. I'm like, I can hear some of those influences, but I can also hear some, Pop Smoke, some hip hop
yeah,
influence, some drill vibes, and
yeah,
that add a lot of personality and color. Like, talk about that.
yeah. Man, and I say those guys because those are the foundations, those are the building blocks to
Yeah,
to where I'm at. But I still get inspired by a lot of people that have come before me, even people that are
yeah.
around right now. Like I understand. I get a lot of Bryson Tiller
Bryson, yeah,
comparison, which is totally fine because again, he's one of those guys that has walked so I can run. He's very pivotal in
100%.
today's R&B and what we get in today's music. So I get that and I understand that and I respect that and I have so
Yeah,
much love for that. Him, guys like him, Party Next Door, Drake, they're all
yes,
pivotal pieces in what we have of today. Um, but man, as far as like just what inspires me, it's really just a love for music because like I always talk about I grew up on R&B, but there's so many different genres and styles and of music that I was exposed to as a kid, and I feel like that's a very
yeah,
important thing, especially early on. Being able to experience a bunch of different sounds and a bunch of different
yeah.
feelings. And so, honestly, for a long time, like I was recording on my phone. So once we moved to Texas, I was just recording everything on my phone, GarageBand. I'm a
Come
GarageBand
on.
wizard now, so like that's yeah. Because I didn't have anything at that point. There, I wasn't going to music and arts academy. I was just going to school, going to basketball practice, and coming home and then working on this music on my phone. I remember buying my first iPhone 5 just because it had GarageBand and I didn't have no money for nothing else. So I just got that, had the little headphones, and I was just recorded from there. But yeah, a lot of people, a lot of different things. I could be looking at the sky one day and the sky just inspires me to just write and do something. I don't know. But Yeah, the inspiration, I can't, it's God given, man. Really, the more I think about it, the more I try to find more concrete explanations. I can't.
I
It's just a
love that.
God thing,
I
man.
love
God's
that.
given it,
I love
and I'm
that.
grateful.
So this new project, before I go, talk about
Yeah,
the process of creating it, and what do you want the world to experience when listening?
yeah. I think this project to me is a real conversation piece, and it could be for anything. I just think that for me it's about conversations throughout relationships, that you have, with even with your significant other, if you, from people in general. Of course I speak a lot from a more sensual, romantic side of things,
As you
but
should.
really it's, for me it's just a conversation, between you and your person, about, hey, look, I'm about to, it's ascend into this thing that we don't even know about. Like this, we're going into this new world, this new space that we might not know a whole lot about, because this is still very new for me. And the things that I'm be able to do, I'm blessed to do, it's still very new for me. So look, before I go, let's have some conversations about what it could be, where we are, where we've been, and what's to potentially come. And so that's where you get different songs like, teed up, we outside, we having a good time. That's the fun side, and even a little bit toxic of a relationship. Or you get sympathy, where it's like, look, I've been there, but I want you, I want to come home, but I still got to do what I got to do, as far as making this dream work, because I'm like, again, I've never been here before. So I'm taking you on this journey with me. Really, for me personally, I'm taking everybody on this journey with me in these conversations that I'm having, real conversations in real time that I'm having. Um, about life, about love, and
Yeah.
about growth, and how I'm growing, and how I'm, managing what's coming at me. And so I think this is a real relatable project to anybody, because no matter what, like, career fields you're in, whatever you're in, the more you grow and evolve, the more real conversations get with your people, your significant other, about, just your growth. It could be about financial growth, it could be about, emotional growth, mental growth, spiritual growth, all of that. And so, like I said, for me, it just so happens to be on the romantic side of things. I'm an
Yeah,
R&B guy,
you
so
got to,
I
you
gotta
got to.
get a little vulnerable,
My
man.
the first
Yeah,
track is Pretty Girls Love R&B. That one,
yeah,
I feel like that one's been sort of going viral on social, because I've been hearing
yeah,
that as a background music to a lot of girls' pages or whatnot on social.
yeah, yeah,
When I play that record, I'm like, it just has that this vibe on it, man. Like, you start the project
yeah,
with that. So set the tone. Someone, when you're talking
yeah.
about this album, what's the record that people need to go to listen to?
Oh man, of course, Pretty Girls Like R&B is a good one. That's for the girls. They are such a cornerstone to everything
Yeah,
that we do. We get fly for the girls. We smell good for the girls. We
okay,
do it, and so I want to always make sure that they feel safe when they're listening to my music, and they feel like they can be themselves. So that's what
nice.
that's for. Um, Dog, man, one that you have to listen to, my baby, is Lord Knows. That's something that I remember the process like it was yesterday, of just going through and writing the song. It's actually a real smooth process. I tend to, the way I pick my songs to release is really which songs felt the most
Yeah,
fluid when as far as the creating process. I didn't have to think too hard. I didn't have to, you know, overdo or or try to overreach. Even though I do want to push the boundaries of sound, and really want to keep evolving and keep adding to, um this thing that we're in. I want to be, um what is it? I want to be, I just want to add to it. I can't find another word. I was trying to be a
I
little more
got you. I
eclectic,
got
man,
you.
but whatever. So I want to be valuable to the space
Yeah,
that we're in. I don't want to just be taking up space. I want to push us
you want
forward.
to take up
Um,
space. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
feel you.
yeah, 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 for sure. Yeah, I want to be mentioned in the conversation. And so of course that, but I also want it to be true to
Yeah,
me, and I also want to be myself, and that's something that's really, really important to me. Um, but yes, so a song, it's got to be Lord Knows, because that song was just really simple to me. It was really free flowing. Like, I honestly, when people ask me about the writing process of that, it just
yeah.
happened. And
Sometimes the
so
best ones
that's
happen
how
just
I
like
know
that.
for me. Yeah, I got this thing called the click. So if I hear a beat, and or if I'm making something and it just flows, it just works for me. I get this thing in me, it just clicks, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is
Love
what
it,
I'm
love
going
it.
with. And so that
So
was one of them
last year,
ones.
2024, you had the opportunity to open for Bryson. You mentioned Bryson and Party Next Door. What was that experience like?
Yeah. Man, it was really full circle and really a really eye-opening experience, just because like growing up listening to these guys and hearing about them and just talking about them like with the homies, you always have like, oh, who's
Yeah,
better than
yeah,
who, or those conversations, um man, I'm really grateful for both of them because they were both really open to having
right.
me around, and even I'm virtually nobody, like, and so just the love and open arms that them and their teams had
Yeah,
for me, man, that was amazing. And then just seeing them do their thing, because like I said, I'm a kid, like in high school, middle school, growing up
yeah,
listening to these guys, like actually being a real fan. Like I'm a fan
absolutely.
first, so I'm trying to keep my cool, like I
Yeah.
belong here, I'm just one of the guys, but inside I'm like, man, like this is amazing, like actually being able to be around and experience what they got going on, and then the level of production that they've got, and just realizing that it takes time to grow and get to a certain level. And I'm inspired, I'm still inspired, I
No,
was
man,
inspired
I
then,
think
but
that's phenomenal. And having the opportunity to learn, or just I'm saying learn from, even if it's from afar, being on sharing a stage with
yeah,
those guys. Bryson is one of the, you know, key pivotal artists that helped change the sound to well, in terms of
yeah,
trap soul and some of these other vibes that we're listening to now. I don't know that he even gets the credit that he deserves, and I think I
I don't
mean,
think so.
people respect him and people love it, but I think he deserves a little bit more credit because he made some really incredible
Yeah,
music that really changed the landscape across the board.
yeah,
And of course, Party as well. These guys, from two different places. Party's from he's from Toronto, and Bryson's
yeah, yeah.
from Kentucky, I believe. They're from
Kentucky,
Kentucky.
yeah, Louisville, yeah.
Shout out to Penn Griffey. Yeah. So talk
Yes, sir.
about the Before I Go project. We have you mentioned a couple of songs that we really enjoy. If a person does not know who Aaron Page is, name the record they need to go check out, and then tell us what you have coming up next.
Cool. A record you need to go check out, man. It's really a all right, cool. I'll keep it to one, I'll keep it to one. You have to go check out, dang, let me give me a second. Okay, go check out. You have to check out Lord
Yeah,
Knows.
Lord
I know I
knows.
talk
No,
about it a
I
lot, but
got
you
Lord
have to
knows.
check
Yeah,
out
I literally just put it up. I got this
Alex
the one. I need to play it right now because I've been listening to the project, but I keep
for
going the
sure. Yeah,
top five, six. I mean, top 5 and 6 records I really like. I keep playing them back. I haven't gotten to.
yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah. Oh man, yeah, yeah. No, Lord knows, man, that's changed a lot for me. Like not even just the song being easy for me, and it worked for me, but it just changed a lot because that was like the first moment that I feel like people actually saw me, and people actually, we're like, who is this kid? Like, what's he got going on? And so I'm appreciative of that, of what that's done for me, and what I've been able to do since that. And so yeah, you got to check that out. I'm working on some new stuff right now. We got some new features,
Nice.
collabs coming soon. Not gonna say too much to let people be
Yeah,
excited
yeah.
about it, but I'm excited about it for sure. So we got some really really good music coming out. Hopefully hitting the road soon. I actually just got back today from Dallas. I was in Dallas with Damani. We just did a
Nice,
show out there. Super, super dope and super dope,
nice.
dude. But yeah, we got some new music coming, of course. And yeah, we still working these records, man. Because I feel like this is just the tip of the iceberg, really. And I feel like there's more of this message to get out to the world, which is love. And I feel like there's so much more love to spread, and there's so much more growth to be seen
I
and to
love
be
that, man.
had.
We got
So
to spread love. That's especially in this climate. So much
yeah,
negativity out going on in the world. R&B music has always been one of those genres of music that encourages relationships to heal, relationships to start. If you had a
yes,
bad breakup or something like that, give you an opportunity to go through almost a therapeutic session with some of these songs to help you get through
yeah,
situations. Um, and
yeah,
I love that you say, that you even exuding that spirit of spreading love, because a lot of R&B artists that I'm listening to, or that I'm being introduced to rather, a lot of them seem to be missing the key element
mhm,
of R&B, and that's love. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It is what it
sure,
is. I just find that's why
yeah,
I'm always excited when I see a young artist that's passionate, that is and I can feel that from the music. to me, that just encourages me to say, okay, we got some good stuff
Yeah.
coming up in the future. Look forward to it.
No, I appreciate it. I appreciate you even, yeah, just seeing that, man. I think that's definitely something that we're missing in today, and it's something that is very much needed. I think it's healthy to explore and to know the different things that come with love, and it's healthy to talk
Yeah.
about them. So that's what I'm
Name an
about.
artist that you'd love to do a record with. One artist.
One artist right now,
Come
Chris
on.
Brown. Chris Brown. Chris. It's so that's very easy, but it's Chris
Yeah.
Brown.
So tell us why.
Yeah,
Tell us why.
breezy. Man, you talk about somebody who's been able to do this at this high level for so long and make this high quality music and so much of it for so long. I feel like, and of course, life has happened for him and things have happened, but he's still been able to
Yeah.
overcome and use that God given gift to still make people
Yeah.
feel good despite everything that's happened. Um, Kudos to him.
Yeah.
Shout out to him, and shout out to him overcoming and evolving. But aside from that, the talent, the ability, and the legacy that he's already set, um, yeah, man, it would be,
You can't go wrong.
I don't
Look, you
know,
can't go wrong
crazy
with
to say.
Chris. Chris is a
Yeah, you
he's a
can't go
literal
wrong. You
living
can't.
legend. He's been
Yeah.
making music at the top. I mean, the highest level for over about 20 years at this point. And to say he's so
Hmm.
young is like we have so much more to hear from him. And I'm looking forward to hearing and
Yeah. Yeah.
more he does throughout the rest of his career. I got an opportunity to see him live last year, and man, it was one of the dopest shows. One of the
Yeah.
dopest shows I've actually ever seen. I've gone to a lot of shows. Yeah.
Yeah. I believe it. I never been to a Christian. I mean, I gotta go. This tour. I told myself I'm going. I don't care what the
It's worth
ticket
it.
price.
Trust
I'm
me, it's
going. I
worth it.
got.
Shout out to
Yeah.
my boy Jason Hogby, rest in peace. He hooked us up, my team, and we flew out to Austin, Texas,
Yeah.
and yeah, got a chance to
Yeah.
see the tour. I mean, it was crazy. I really thoroughly enjoyed that. So
Yeah.
before I let you go, you're in Houston. I have a lot of kinship in
Yes, sir.
Houston, so big love to H Time.
Yeah.
Has Houston inspired you in some sort of way with your music? Like, have you picked up something from that market?
100%, 100%. I think this city has a different energy. It's a different swag that comes with everything, even from like the chopped and screwed, to just the way we talk, the way everybody moves out here. I think that, man, Houston is. They say Houston's not a real place, but it's just a different world, man. Even if you listen to, actually, there's another song I gotta drop. Shameless plug. On the low on this project. If you listen to this song, at the end of the song, I pay a lot of homage to Houston. Just the way at the end of the song, I kind of chop and screw the
Okay,
song up a
yeah,
little bit. I think
yeah,
it's a really dope vibe on this R&B track that it just changes and just slows down. It's like a crazy late night cruising
nice.
type of vibe. It's amazing. Check it out. I'm so
Say
serious.
less,
Check it
say
out.
less.
But yeah, so I think just the swag of the city, the lingo, the way we move out here, the nightlife, man, that's a crazy thing in itself. I haven't seen a better nightlife than Houston anywhere, and I've been traveling a
Yeah,
lot, but man, yeah, just the city in itself, the way we interact with people, the love that gets
yeah.
shown in this city. I think that is yeah, super pill. Even some of the guys like I done been around like Kirk Bangs, I've been around Trade the Truth, I done been around Slim Thug, all the guys. Paul. It's yeah, it's a whole lot of
Yeah.
culture out here that just can't be described in one
No,
small
absolutely.
sitting.
No,
But
no. Big love to H
yeah,
Town. I spent a lot of time there. I mean, I'm from Louisiana, so I spent a lot of
okay,
time in Houston. I still do, as a matter of fact. I have a lot of family there. My daughter lives there right now. So yeah, I'm in Houston. I'm in
okay,
Houston
cool, cool,
frequently.
cool,
So
yeah,
big love to H Town.
yeah.
Man, Aaron, it's been an absolute pleasure, brother. I'm looking forward to really just diving further into your album or your EP. Any new tours coming up? Anything that the people could be looking for?
We're working on it now, so we'll be dropping some new dates super soon. Come fall time, that's my I come alive in the fall. So definitely dropping those dates soon. Dropping some new
Love
music
it.
soon as well. Like I said, this is still really fresh, just before
This
I
is
go.
fresh,
So
yeah,
we're
man.
still,
Like ride this for a while
yeah,
because you got some records on there. This
yeah.
nothing that you want to just brush over. Like this is like This
Yeah,
is
no,
really
for
good, bro.
sure.
I'm not just saying it because I got you on the
I
show. Like
appreciate
I've been enjoying the music. Like, and just so you
Yeah.
know, I
Thank you.
handpick everyone that's on the show. So like when my team sends them to me,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, let me check them out. If I may be familiar, if I'm not, or whatever, I'm listening. I'm like,
Yeah.
son's nice. You know what I mean? Like, I like what he's
Man,
doing.
I appreciate that,
Yeah,
man. Really, really. I've been watching
come
you
on.
for a while, man. So when I got the call and say that you wanted me to have me on, I was like, it's like, dang, not hell yeah,
Yeah,
let's do
bless
it for
up,
sure.
man.
So
I
I
love it. I
appreciate it.
love it. Aaron,
Definitely.
thank you so much for making the time, brother. Look, and as always, this is a
Thank you.
continued conversation. Can we talk R&B?
Can we talk? Oh, can we talk?